about to mount this and the Hollyland Pyro S in here. So when we're getting ready to do these roller shots, Freddy can actually just kind of glance over here to see where he's at. Actually, you know what? I think we need to move it over to the other side so he's not having to take his eyes really off the wheel. All right, so we have that Hollyland in there all ready for Freddy. Now we just need to get the transmitter in there. Instead of using another suction cup, I am going to use one of these newer clamps here to clamp it onto the top up here. Boom, we got action. So in the video, you're gonna see us doing some rollers without this Pyro 7 because it wasn't out at the time. This monitor is a 7-inch screen that is packed with a ton of monitoring features. This monitor can be used as a transmitter or a receiver. It doesn't get any better than that. With a range of 1,300 feet and 1,200 nit brightness, the sun definitely isn't a problem. With the new Pyro series, one transmitter can transmit to 4 receivers. And with the phone app, you can transmit to your clients via phone. You get an HDMI in as well as an HDMI out, an SDI in and SDI out. Now power options, well, you have a few. You can use the MPF series batteries, which are hot swappable. So if you take this off, your monitor is still on and you can swap without having to power this monitor down. Now you can see the percentage at the top right hand corner of your screen. Now you prefer to use a V-mount. You can use a V-mount via the DC in port right here. You also have an option to use a USB Type-C for this monitor as well. This monitor is 2.5 gigahertz and has 2 customizable function buttons at the top for quick access to your favorite monitoring feature. I'm loving this new on-off switch at the top of this monitor. I personally love using this monitor on my DJI running RS4 Pro. I'm able to mount my Pryro S underneath the gimbal, using it as my transmitter and mounting the Pyro 7 on my handle and get a seamless feed without having those HDMI cables in the way. Linking the Pyro series has never been easier. Just set the group you want, and that is it. It's just that easy. So. Pull the Volkswagen around. start off by saying this can be dangerous. I advise work at your own risk. That being said, Hollyland's Pyro H and S are Hollyland's new series of transmitters. With a range of almost 1,300 feet, that is insane. We will get into that a little bit later in the video. As far as the transmission from these rollers, both vehicles equipped with the H and the S didn't drop out at all and made this whole process a little easier. I did use Hollyland's C1 Pro headset to talk to my driver, which was talking on the phone with Johnny in the Volkswagen. I'll let you hear a little BTS back and forth as we shoot these scenes. All right, slow, tell them to slow takeoff. Yeah, that's fine, right there. Right there. Yep. And then tell Johnny to get over into his right-hand lane. All right, I'm ready. Tell Lawerence to get on the other side after this car. You're gonna make a right, so you can get back in the other lane. Get back in the other lane. The left, where Johnny's at. Yep, because we're gonna make a left in a minute under the bridge. Yep, come on. You can speed up too, Lawerence. Right there, kid. Right there. Tell him to stay there. Yep, right there. Perfect. That's good. Tell him to speed up a little bit more. A little bit more. Come on. Tell him to come on. And then tell him to pass me. Go ahead, pass now. Go, go, go. Yep, right there. Yeah. Come on, a little bit more. All right, bet. Beautiful. But easy, easy. Tell Johnny to come up in frame. Tell him to look at the monitor. Tell him to look at the monitor. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Yep, that's good. Come up a little bit more. Beautiful. Damn, that's nice. Tell him to roll the window down, hang his hand out the window. Tell him right there. Stay right there. Yep, right there. All right, we're rolling. Oh yeah, that look beautiful. Tell him to come up closer a little bit. Right there. All right, now let me fix my framing. Yep, right there, stay right there. Just like that. That's so beautiful. Now I'm gonna get a wide real quick, stay there. What I have here are the new Hollyland Pryro S and Pryro H. I got me a suction cup, and we're going to mount this monitor on here. So I need to grab my screwdriver here. We're going to mount this here. And this is going to go in the BMW. I'm using the Atomos for this one. So we're just going to mount this one here. And then we're going to have to put a bigger battery on here because I don't think I brought my... I don't think I brought another V-mount or the Atomos where I could plug in into the V-mount battery. Okay, so this is going to be put in on his vehicle. And then we're going to use the Pyro S's. The Pyro S's are cool because they have a range. The Pyro S's have a range of 1,300 feet. So that's going to make it easier for us to transmit. Now the grouping is not like the old ones where you had to go and pair. You just put them in the same, you put these pyros in the same group and they're good to go, right? So this one right here is going to go, this one right here is going to go on my camera. It's going to go on the Ronin 4D when we get ready to do those shots. And this one right here, we're going to have in the BMW possibly, or these are newer clamps and they're so good to have. So this is the Pyro H, and the difference between the Pyro H and the Pyro S, the Pyro S is it has SDI and HDMI in and out, and then the Pyro H is just HDMI. Basically, I'm going to put the Pyro H, I'm gonna mount it here, there, so we can show audio. There it is. And now we need to get some HDMI cables. To mount up here for him. And we're going in. I got your light here. So we'll put this in here. All right, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna go ahead and mount this into the BMW. And so basically what happens is we go out of the Pyro H into the Ninja Atmos, and then we have a MPF here, and then we have another MPF bigger battery to power this. And I can also record internally if I needed to with the Atmos here, and we got a suction cup. So we're gonna go ahead and put this into the BMW. So let's go ahead and get that done. We don't have to guess. You already know where you need to be at. Look at this car. This car is freaking beautiful. Where would you want it, right here? Would it be good right here?
Yeah, that works.
I bet. I don't want to put my feet in this car.
That's great. Oh, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it.
All right, so we're going to mount it like that. So we need to adjust this. This is going to be a later, but I just want to go ahead and put it on now, just so you can see what we're doing when we're getting ready to do it. Yeah, so we don't have to adjust it.
Oh, yeah.
So. Did you change your ND already?
Yeah, I did.
I bet.
That's actually why I'm holding it like this.
Oh, okay. There we go. Now we're going to adjust this so he can see it here. Just like so. And then when we're ready, this is already mounted in. So basically we got a suction cup, the Pyro H going into Ninja Atmos. We have our batteries here, and you should be able to see that right there, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so he'll be able to see what we see when I'm hanging out of the truck with the Ronin 4D. Okay, so now we're going to be using the Hollyland Mars M1, but these two systems, they don't work together. So in order for us to get this to work together, I'm going to have to put this receiver on here and wire it up that way and just use this as a monitor. So tip, if you're going to use this as a monitor, make sure this is set to a transmitter. Otherwise you won't get a feed from here when you're feeding the Pyro S into the M1 Enhanced. Now they do have a new system that's coming out that's going to work with this. Is going to be their 7-inch, so stay tuned to that. All right, so here's that. Let me get me a HDMI cable.
You still on? You good?
Yeah, but where's? Huh?
I have 8.
Yeah, just turn it on and just see which one is which. Don't I have a purple? Did I? How many HDMIs did I run off of his? I thought I had a purple HDMI because I'm gonna need one for that one.
We're both gonna be on the back.
Yep.
Or?
We're probably gonna be here in the back. All right, I'm just gonna use this one for. HDMI in, and then we need this one, HDMI out. So it's going to be coming out of here, going into this monitor. But also, I'm going to use a V-mount to power this unit because I don't have enough MPFs. So we're going to get a V-mount, and we need a cable. So with these, you can plug into the USB Type-C to power these units. So let's go ahead and mount this in this truck. I don't even need this because I can power everything through what we need through this digital photo MPF 3-way. So we're going to go ahead and mount this. Get this all set up right here, just like so. Golly. I'm being lazy now because I don't want to move it over any further. There we go. Grab a V-mount. We're going to power this monitor. So we got this D-tap here. We're going to put it in and we're going to power this monitor. Let's check it to make sure we're good. We got action. Another D-tap. I always get a lot of D-taps. And we're going to wire this into the side of this one. And then we're going to turn it on to make sure we're good to go. Yep, we're good to go. All right, so that's going to be our setup for this, and we're going to flip this monitor in just a second whenever it turns on, and then we'll be good to go.
Nah, I'm on. Nothing is happening on a Wednesday. I don't care. It's midnight. I don't care. As fast as you try to go, you will never catch me, man.
Damn, my uncle's sister knows she raised a real one, ill one. It's been 30 minutes, I don't feel none. Oh shit, wait a minute, think I'm starting to feel some. Where you get this motherfucking pill from? Heard they got some sanctions on my name. Heard they plotting on my name. Heard they banking on my name. I got leader in this bitch and he might spank it on the lane. I'm just what in the cut, throwing Franklin's on her frame.
And you try to flex next to me on the red light with your ugly, whatever, flexing most expensive car, V12. I drive a 4-cylinder. I'm come from nothing, but I'm doing something, and you cannot catch my drive.
When you were in the car, we were pretty far away. You could still see it. Was there any breakup?
No breakup.
None at all?
You can see the whole footage.
So
Clear.
Did that make it easier for you to be able to do the rollers to see where you're at?
Sure.
For sure.
Communication was good. For sure.
So
seeing it helped a lot. Knowing that I had to back up or scoot up helps a lot.
And I really had to do minimum direction because you could actually see it.
Oh yeah, minimum direction.
And then our driver over here had his monitor in there, so he was able to see it. And then I was able to watch on the Ronin 4D part. But other than that, how did these work out for you?
Oh, we're good. You need those for sure.
For sure, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you don't really think what you need in gear, but you really need it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna finish up here. This was the Pyro H's and the S, and they worked out great, man. Like, thank you, Hollyland, for sending me these Hollylands out. This makes my job easier when we're doing rollers. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one.